Hello everyone, welcome to Teachers Help Board. Hello children, today we are going to learn a new lesson in geography, the earth and the gratitude. Students, here is a world map. In this map, you can see 7 continents, namely Asia, Africa, North America, South America, Antarctica, Europe, Australia. We can see the most popular monuments of India, that is Taj Mahal. Here, this monument is located in Agra. Agra is located in India and India is located in Asia. You can see over here there are 7 children, namely Graham, Katya, Mikiko, Natalia, Meenakshi, Sahid and Enric. If the question is asked to the children, in which direction is the Taj Mahal to them? The answers are going to be different. Each children will give different answer as each children are locating in different directions, different places. Taj Mahal is located in one place, that is Agra, but each children told the directions from their respective places. So their answers are different. This means that the use of directions alone does not help us to accurately describe the location of a place. That is why it became necessary to find a new system to state the precise location of any place on the earth. Let us see what it is. Students, here is a map. Here we can see there are some vertical lines and some horizontal lines. Now in this lesson we are going to see what these lines are called and how many lines are there. Students, observe this figure. In this figure you can see the lengths of east-west and north-south diameter of the earth. It will give you some idea about the size of the earth, like oceanic waters, uneven nature of the land, forest, innumerable islands of different sizes and buildings makes it impossible to actually draw such lines on the earth. So students, in order to overcome this difficulty, geographers developed a miniature model of the earth in the form of globe. This can be used to determine locations on the earth. One can actually draw horizontal and vertical lines on a globe, though not on the earth. Thus, they are imaginary lines on the earth. Now, we will learn about angular distance. The location of any place on the earth is determined with the center of the earth. In order to do it, we consider a straight line joining point on the surface and the center of the earth. At the center, it makes an angle with the plane of the equator. The measure of this angle is used in determining the locations. For example, in this figure, the measure of angle XMV is 30 degree. That is, angular distance from the equator is 30 degree. Now, look at the figure and tell the angular distance of Y from the equator. The measure of angle VNY is 60 degree. That is, angular distance from the equator is 60 degree. Now, this figure shows another plane. It passes through X. It is parallel to the plane of the equator. And see how it meets the surface of the earth. Note that it forms a circle on the surface. Any point on this circle and the equatorial plane form an angle of 30 degree at the center of the earth. Now we will learn parallels and latitudes. Students, you can see parallel lines in northern hemisphere as well as in southern hemisphere. Here, these parallels are called as parallels of latitudes. Values are expressed in degrees. These are the angular measurement which are always expressed in degrees. The degrees of parallels are measured from equator. You can see in the figure, that is why the equator is considered as 0 degree parallel. This is the largest parallel and also great circle. The angular distance of other parallels towards north and south goes on increasing away from the equator. Now we will learn the meaning of equator. The equator bisects the earth into north and south parts. The one to the north is called the northern hemisphere, while the one to the south is called the southern hemisphere. Towards the north and south of the equator, parallels of latitude become smaller and smaller on the globe and also on the earth. At the north and south end of the earth's axis, they appear as points. These are called the North Pole and the South Pole. While mentioning the value of a parallel, it is necessary to mention whether it is in the northern or southern hemisphere. The parallels from the northern hemisphere are referred to as 5 degree north, 15 degree north, 30 degree north, 50 degree north, whereas parallels from the southern hemisphere are referred to as 5 degree south, 15 degree south, 30 degree south, 50 degree south. Students, now we will learn meridians of longitudes. Students, you can see semicircular lines on the globe. These semicircular vertical lines are called meridians of longitudes. Here you can see 0 degree meridians. It is called prime meridian. The angular distance of the other meridians from the prime meridians are measured in degrees and are called as longitudes. The 0 degree and 180 degree meridians lie opposite on the globe, forming a circle. This circle divides the earth in the eastern and western hemisphere. All meridians are equal in size. Meridians in the eastern hemisphere are labeled as 10 degree east, 25 degree east, 135 degree east, while in the western hemisphere they are labeled as 10 degree west, 25 degree west, 135 degree west. 30 degree east is a semicircle that joins all places at an angular distance of 30 degree from the prime meridian. Between two adjacent parallels is the same everywhere, but the distance between two adjacent meridians is not the same everywhere. We can see this even on the segment of an orange. The distance between the meridians is the maximum on the equator and goes on reducing towards the poles. At the poles, it is 0. The distance between any two adjacent parallels is 111 km on the surface of the earth. The distance between two adjacent meridians is also 111 km on the equator. To locate the places within this distance of 111 km exactly, we need to divide the unit degree into smaller units. Degrees are divided into minutes and minutes into seconds. Conventionally, latitudes and longitudes are expressed into degrees, minutes and seconds. Each degree is divided into 60 minutes and a minute into 60 seconds. These values are expressed using the symbols degrees, minutes, seconds. Now we will learn about the graticule, the parallels and meridians on the globe from a net that is called a graticule. This facilitates determining the location of a place. Thus, we use latitude and longitude for determining the location on the earth. This method is being used even in today's modern age quite effectively. Geographical Information System (GIS), Global Positioning System GPS, as also Google Maps, Wikimapia, and Bhuvan of ISRO on the internet also make use of latitudes and longitudes. This technology is also available on mobile phones and motor cars. If you like this video, press like button. Don't forget to subscribe our channel. By doing this, we get motivation. Keep supporting us. Thank you.